We'd like to welcome you once again to Boynton Beach Community Church and let you know about some things that are happening. First of all, on Saturday, February the 7th, we're going to have our next new members seminar. And this is an opportunity for people to find out about our vision and values and to consider church membership. And you can sign up for that seminar in the lobby after the service this morning. Right now, Chuck Biondo's got some information about some things that are going to be happening soon. Chuck?
Thanks, Dudley. Good morning. Yeah, I'm actually here filling in for my wife, Tricia, who's the office manager, is usually here doing this stuff, so I'm going to have to cheat off the page here if that's okay. But the two announcements, actually three, but the first two that I'm going to make are actually very close to both Tricia and I's heart. The first one is the third annual Ride for Orphans. How many cyclists do we have in the room? Anybody ride bikes? That's it, just one? We got two back there. Oh, how old are you? We got a ride for you too. You can ride in this as well. Well, the ride is only 62 miles. All right, that's a long time. I've done it a couple of years. It's not that big a deal. But if you can't do 62, there's a 30-mile ride. And then for you, there's a 4-mile ride if you want. Well, you can do 62 if you can do that. That's fine. But for all you cyclists, go sign up on SpanishRiver.com/Ride for Orphans. You know, it is starting at Spanish River Church down there. So how many of you don't bike? They don't cycle? It has to be everybody else, aren't you? Who's sleeping? I'm going to look around. I'm going to come out. I'm not supposed to go past this black line. But that has to be everybody else. Well, we really, really need volunteers to help out here. We're actually the first stop on the ride. And we're going to be giving out snacks and drinks and stuff to the bikers. And you know, it's very important to give them encouragement. You know, I've ridden it a couple of times, and it's so important that we come to the rest stops that everybody's all excited and giving us a little energy because we're ready to stop now at that point. So we really want you to sign up. You can go sign up on the community table out there right after the service. Now, the Ride for Orphans last year raised over $30,000 for international orphanages, as well as some local foster home agencies like Place of Hope and 4 Kids of South Florida. How many of you have heard of 4 Kids of South Florida? Excellent, because they've been up here a couple times, and that's my segue. As most of you know, Tricia and I are both, and our whole family actually is licensed foster kids. And, you know, I know most of you say, there's no way I can do that. And I said the same thing. You know, when I first heard about it, I said, there's no way I can't take in a foster kid. That's crazy. I'm 54, going to be 55 years old. I can't do that. And you know what? I was right. I can't take in a foster kid. No, my wife and I have three foster kids. And it's not, thank you, I'm not going to tell you that it's easy, but I am going to tell you this morning, it is the most rewarding thing I have ever done, and Trish has ever done, in our entire lives. It will bring so much joy, but let me tell you something even more important. It is so necessary. Don't sit there and say, well, somebody else will do it, because do you know what the statistics are? Does anybody know what the statistics are of kids that are displaced every day? Does anybody know? Because I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to know after the service. Listen carefully. 4 kids, on average, every day are displaced because of child abuse or you know, abandonment. Just people just leaving their kids in apartments, which happened to our kids. 4 kids a day. How many days are there in a month? Can anybody tell me? How many? 30 days. What's 30 times 4? 120. I'm not a mathematician, but that's a lot of kids, isn't it? So we really need people to step up. We need everybody in this room, actually, if we could. I would love to have that happen, but you know, I know some of you just not going to happen, but please consider that. In fact, 4 Kids are having a training starting January 31st, and you can sign up outside for that training. Even if it's just a thought or an inkling in your mind, please. I encourage you, go to the training. It's only like a 3-day course, and then if you decide you want to do it, you can get licensed from there. And that's 4 Kids, who's also a Christian organization. Now, on a lighter note, again, the Ride for Orphans, by the way, is on February 14th, which should be pretty easy for y'all to remember, right? What else happens on February 14th? Valentine's Day, so all you guys that haven't made reservations, do that today. Places are getting booked up. All right? But also on February 14th is something called D-Now, which is an event for middle school and high school kids. And by the way, the kids are going to stay at sponsor houses. It's down at Boca Raton Community Church for the daytime, and there's There's lots of games and things. It's so much fun for them to do. My kids have been going since we've been here, and it's really great. And lots of bands and worship and things like that. But it's Valentine's Day, so you get your kids out of the house, and mom and dad can have a romantic weekend on Valentine's Day, right? So this is a great event. Make sure your kids sign up for it today. Thank you.
Thanks, Chuck. Right now, we'd appreciate if you take just a moment and complete the connection card that's in your program. Let us know that you're here. You can also write down any prayer requests that you might have. And as the guys come down front with the rolling carts, if you need a pen or a Bible, just slip your hand up, and they'll make sure that you get one. Let's take a moment and fill those cards out now. Thank you.